Hi, Kat Livingston from Ascend Nutrition and Wellness, and today we are going to make Tom Kha Gai soup, which is a Thai soup that has coconut milk. We're going to add some extra veggies that don't normally come in the restaurant version, and we're going to use an Instant Pot, which just makes it really fast and easy to make. So you can also make a vegetarian version of this. The recipe that's in the PDF, that's in the description, will have both versions. If you're doing the vegetarian version, and I say vegetarian instead of vegan because it does use fish sauce, and you're not going to use chicken stock, and you're not going to use chicken. So Tom Kha Gai is the chicken version. Tom Kha Tofu is the tofu vegetarian version or vegan version, depending on what you want to do. I have not found a vegan option or even vegetarian really for fish sauce, and it's kind of a vital ingredient. I know some people have recommended the coconut aminos, which I have, and I use them, and it didn't have the same flavor. So I made this, several weeks ago, and I made it twice. I made a vegetarian version and the chicken version, and I was kicking myself that I didn't make a video on them. So the first step, and so this is really easy. It's kind of a two-step process. The first part is that we're going to cook the chicken in the broth and the aromatics, and then the second part, when we come back, will be pulling that off and then doing the veggies and then adding the stock back and kind of finishing off the soup. So I'm starting here very simply. We are just going to turn, actually I'm going to leave the Instant Pot off. I have some skinless thighs. They're not boneless. There's a difference between $2.99 a pound or $1.39 a pound at Costco. So I'm going to go for the $1.39 a pound, especially since I'm going to end up separating them anyway. So it's totally fine. So I'm just going to add my chicken. I'm not heating it up. I'm not doing anything like that. I could if I wanted to, but I don't need to because we're just going to end up using the poultry button. These are lime leaves from limes, and they have the most wonderful aromatics that come out of them. I was actually able to go to a Thai cooking class this last Friday, which was really great. And I learned all kinds of little things, tips and tricks, and things like, oh, does lemongrass freeze well? Because I know galangal root and lime leaves do. So I'm going to toss in my lime leaves. So this is galangal, and it is a cousin to ginger and turmeric. They're all related. We have a local Asian mart. That is really the best place that you're going to find the ingredients that we're looking for here. Red curry paste is going to be part of that. But lemongrass, galangal, lime leaves, coconut milk. And we're not talking coconut milk that you get like at Safeway that has 4 grams of fat. We want the high fat, so about 19 grams of fat for a half a cup. And the old school, it would be the Thai coconut milk that you would find in cans. Nowadays they do sell it. Actually, I went to the store and they were on sale for only $2.58, and I also use this in my coffee. So I'm just gonna throw in a few slices here. Now this was frozen. It thaws really great. Ginger, turmeric, not so much. I learned that in a class. I've known that this is frozen well, but I didn't know those. So I throw those in. And then we have 2 stalks of lemongrass, and I smashed them like this to open them up to get the aromatic oils out of there, okay? And then I had 4 cups of water, and then I added a nice big dollop of the Better Than Bouillon reduced sodium roasted chicken base, because I just think that it tastes really good and it tastes better than chicken stock. And we're not afraid of the fat. So there's a little fat in there, but that's okay. It gives such good flavor. So I'm just making sure we are it looks pretty good. Looks dissolved. So now I'm just gonna add this whole 4 cups in here. Perfect. And I'm just gonna shut it. And now I'm gonna hit the poultry button. 15 minutes, and I'm gonna be done. And then when we come back, we're gonna vent it, so we'll let everything escape, and we're gonna separate everything. All right, see you back here in a flash. Everything So I'm just gonna set this broth aside. It'll have the aromatics right there, which we will discard. You can't really use them again, and you're not gonna wanna eat them, that's for darn sure. We're gonna set that back in there. Our chicken is over here, and I will pull that apart, and we're gonna end up adding that after we cook the vegetables. Okay, so now the next step, this is pretty darn easy from here. So if you were making a vegetarian version, this is where you would start. You would add your coconut oil to the pot and add your vegetables, and then we're gonna stir fry a little. So I used 8 little tiny potatoes just cut in half last time, and that was delicious. I used about 3.5 celery stalks, and 3 carrots or so, 1 large onion, and then I have 2 different types of mushrooms. I have baby bellas, and then I got some shiitake from the Asian market. And what good prices. Oh my gosh. It kind of made me annoyed at myself that I bought my baby bellas at Costco, but it's all good. They'll all get used. So I'm gonna add, I think the recipe calls for like 2 tablespoons, but since I'm really using a lot of veggies in here, I'm gonna go about there. That is about 1/4 cup. That's closer to, yeah, that's like 3. No, that's like 4 tablespoons in there for sure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add my veggies. And now that just filled this up to 2 liters. Yeah. This is a growing channel and a learning channel, and I'm learning and you're learning along with me. So thank you for your patience. Yeah, I'm totally learning. And I'm trying to this will be the second video that I'm editing and trying to create, and the first one is still a work in progress. So please, I appreciate your patience and your kindness. Hopefully we'll get this edited and it'll be a beautiful little video. So I'm just gonna let that sit for a few minutes. This is gonna be, I'm gonna end up adding these at the end: coconut sugar, some coconut milk, and then fish sauce. And then the other thing I did add was just to try to make this a heartier meal, an all-inclusive 1-pot meal. I added a little bit of brown jasmine rice last time, and it worked really nice. And I mean, I don't even think I used a whole 1/2 cup. So we're gonna do that though, because one of the things, when you ever use rice within a soup, it will expand over the next few days and really soak up a lot of fluid. So you don't need very much. And again, I was trying to make this a really hearty, satisfying soup. I feel like Tom Kha Gai is my favorite comfort food, you know, it's like chicken soup, but Thai style, with all those aromatics and a little bit of spice, you know. So they're starting to break down a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and add my curry, and I'm adding a nice big dollop because again, I have a lot of vegetables. Maybe add just a little bit more. There we go. All right, so let this get on these veggies. And I'm not gonna cook it till this is soft. The Instant Pot's gonna do that work for me on pressure. I'm just murgling those flavors, marrying those flavors, however you wanna say that. In our family, we have a thing about murgling. It's murgling. Like spaghetti's always better the next day after it's murgled, right? That flavor is soaked into the noodles. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, that smells so good. That smells so good. Good stuff. Yeah, baby. This is sticking a little bit, though. Even with that extra coconut oil. All right, this looks nice and well mixed in. You see that? Okay. All right, I'm gonna let it sit here and cook for another minute. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add my chicken stock back. All right, there's our chicken stock. I know some people I drive them crazy. They're like, I just put some in. Yeah, like that. I'm like, I want to measure it. Sorry. That's why there's a recipe. And it's all, you got the nutrient facts and all that good stuff. I'm not sure. All right, now I'm gonna give that another little stir. Make sure nothing's sticking. Beautiful. All right, so now I'm gonna turn it off because it's not gonna let me lock it if I don't. All right, now I'm gonna do pressure. We're gonna do manual. Go all the way down. It's on the high pressure setting. I'm gonna go down to 8 minutes. There we go. And it is going. And we will be back when it's done. This just finished. The vegetables are done. And I just turned it off. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick release so that that steam can escape. So that's what that kind of looks like. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add the mushrooms. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. All right, got that. I'm gonna add my chicken. And I'm gonna add my coconut cream. I think I've actually added more vegetables than I did the first time because this wasn't quite this full at this point, not until after I put all the coconut cream in there. So now I do not add my cilantro and lime juice and green onion to the pot. I add that to the bowl fresh every time we have it. So this is gonna be in my refrigerator for a few days. Oh, and actually I need to put this back onto saute so that the mushrooms will cook and that everything will myrtle and get in there. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. All right, so now it's gonna add some fish sauce, just like 1 to 2 tablespoons. I'm just kind of liberal with it. Because the only other seasoning, we did add a little bit of that salt, the Himalayan pink sea salt. Other than that, the only other salt we have in there is going to be from the chicken stock, better than bouillon, whatever you want to call it. But fish sauce adds such a particularly unique and really necessary flavor. So I'm just going to put in 3 to 4 tablespoons. That is a big pot of soup. So basically once this comes to a boil, it's done. And then you just put it in your bowls and garnish your bowls. Another thing that you could actually add to your bowl to garnish is jalapenos, like sliced jalapeno. And if you like a lot of spice, absolutely. We're wimps. I'm a wimp. My son, he's not such a wimp, but I'm a wimp. And this, I added quite a bit of red curry paste thinking it would be a bit spicier, and it's not. So now I'm kind of like, maybe I should have bought some jalapenos and I could add that to my bowl, but that's okay. It will be delicious just the way it is. So we're gonna let that come to a simmer, and then we will dollop up our bowls. Okay, so it is simmering. It's been simmering here for a few minutes. I'm gonna turn it off because those mushrooms will continue to cook just being in here anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and ladle up some soup here. carrots and veggies. Now I shredded the chicken. I could have left it more in chunks. I might do that next time. I think that's what I did last time. See how it's really shredded? It's all going to the same place. No big deal. All right, and then I'm going to garnish with some green onion. I just took scissors and I just cut them into like 1/4 inch slices. Gonna put some cilantro in there. We love cilantro. So good. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, green onion fell out. And our lime juice here. Juice. Right. And there we go. Yum, yum, yum. You can see the orange kind of thing that's floating on the top is the red curry paste. The red curry just kind of rises up to there. So that's it. It's not a difficult thing to make. It takes the thing that takes the longest with most of the things with the Instant Pot when it comes to especially soups is cutting the vegetables and getting that all the prep work's done. So enjoy. I absolutely love this soup. I'm sure you'll love it. Have a great day. Bye.